the greatest souvenir, in my opinion. I got this. It's one of the samurai swords. It has some Japanese writing on it too. I'll show y'all the base first, which is kind of weird. That's the Korean flag symbol right there, but then there's Japanese writing right next to it. It's yeah, I don't really, maybe it's like unifying or something. I don't know. And then at the bottom there's Korean writing, which I can read. It says Hanguk Do. And then I think in Japanese it might say Japan. So Korea and Japan. Do you know what Japan, how it's written? I don't. I'm not sure. Oh, it's okay. But yeah, this is the base for that, and I think this is one of the coolest souvenirs, along with not the base is one of the coolest souvenirs. The sword that comes with it, I think it's one of the coolest souvenirs because, I mean, just imagine, I'm doing some computer stuff or whatever. Somebody comes up in here, they might put me in a headlock. All I gotta do is just because it's made out of it's metal, and it's well, it's not that sharp, but it's good enough to where, like, if something happened, I could poke somebody in the neck, and I'd be pretty safe in this room. So let me go ahead and put this up on here, and I think this thing looks really beautiful. I love this souvenir. I've always wanted one because I saw it years ago when I was there, but I just I never got one. I think I just was sort of, I don't know, broke. Maybe I was broke, and I was just like, listen, I ain't got the money for this. Lelouch of the Rebellion. And then, eventually Lelouch of Britannia. So this is a statue. The only thing I've said before that I do not like about this statue is how curved his hand looks on that side. If y'all can see it. I know there's a bit of a glare. Work with me. I do apologize. It kind of looks like he's like, hey, take my hand. Kind of like that. And that's just sort of how it looks with how it... Now, his arm is bent a little bit, but still, you can kind of see it, like, doing that thing, and it's just a bit weird to me. But all in all, I really wanted a Lelouch piece. I really liked Lelouch in the series, and I cannot wait until Season 3, which, if you haven't, I'm going to start taking it out now. If y'all haven't watched Code Geass Season 1 and 2, I highly recommend it, especially if you like something like Death Note mixed with Gundam. That's the best I could do. It's kind of like war games of Japan versus Britannia, and they are, they're kind of fighting. Well, Japan's fighting for their independence, and Britannia is fighting to control. So it's kind of like, you could think of like even Star Wars with the rebellion versus the Empire kind of thing, But of course, there's big old mechs in it, and who doesn't like, big robots fighting and mechs and all those good things. Woo! You can just smell the freshness as you open the box too, like fresh plastic that you're getting out of it. You make sure this is all of it. Okay, yeah, so taking him out. I was a little scared that something would fall. But I'm very happy it comes with its own base. It's not a detailed base, just, like a standard black one. But it's Lelouch. I'm not complaining. Lelouch is honestly my favorite character in the series. And if you like Naruto, think of Itachi. He sort of so he kind of liberates Japan and then becomes the man, I really don't want to spoil it. All I'm really gonna say is think Itachi. In the sense of Itachi made people sort of hate him, and then eventually, you find out that he was doing everything for the village after his death. And then I think the entire anime world that watched Naruto sort of felt like a douche, I know I did. I was like, man, F Itachi, I hope he dies. And then, he actually dies, and I figure out, what he did, and I was like, why was y'all making me hate him like that? Like, y'all just gonna Y'all gonna play with my heart and just make me just pissed, man. Like, it pissed me off so much. But let me, anyway, I'm not gonna get on my Itachi. That's how, I love Lelouch for that reason. If you could see, you can still kind of see that hand. Like I'm saying, it's really bent down. Like, take my hand, let's go, and it's just, it's not the greatest, but the detail in Lelouch, I even like his hair, and, god dang, stupid focus of the dang webcam. Maybe later on, there we go. Maybe later on I'll go ahead and do another video that'll, it'll kind of show each and every individual piece kind of, by itself. It doesn't show the Gias in his eyes, it just kind of shows his purple eyes. But, regardless, it still looks really good, and you can kind of see the, the coattails kind of just looking really beautiful. That's or what it looks like. It kind of looks like Zero, which is his alter ego in the anime. It sort of looks like his design on the underside. And then Lelouch is really nice, sort of, I don't know what the word to use, kind of sophisticated, or he's sort of a neat person, and I think the suit kind of really goes with him. I really like Lelouch, and I'm happy with it. And let me kind of show the box for those who have not seen when I first showed when I got it. When I came back, show a bit of it. Of course, the focus is not going to be the best because of the background. But, kind of work with me. I'm making it happen, And as far as Marvel, I think anyone that knows me very well knows that Iron Man is my #1. I really like Iron Man. I could even say Tony Stark himself, because it shows, his vulnerabilities. Like, on the outside, he's that playboy philanthropist, Thank you, Dimmers, for the bit! And thank you for, the nice statue compliment. Yeah, so Iron Man, I really like his vulnerability with, it doesn't show it really when he's out doing things with people. It kind of shows him, in his moments of being alone. I think that's where he really shines as a character. And, it's really the metaphor of him being Iron Man with the armor on the outside, kind of being tough. And I think they play it out really well. And I went ahead and got the table because if you could see, it's kind of inside. To be honest, I'm not happy with the size because if you look at the box, let me show you the box. I thought this entire box was going to be for him. But if you look inside, it has this second box, and then it kind of shows that, it was cut in half by another piece. So it made it look really bigger than it really is. They got me with that. I mean, it's light. It felt light. But, at the same time, I was like, with the base and everything, it looks really good. Regardless, it still comes with the, the nice little base. It's not that big, if you can kind of see with my hand. I got big hands, but still, and you can see him with his arms off right there. So I hurry up and put this together. I wonder what a lot of people's favorite armor is. Do you have a favorite armor? You don't? Alright, I have the Extremist suit, which, if you watch Captain America Civil War, the Extremist suit kind of looks like that. It kind of looks like they based that armor off of Extremist. But Extremist, the suit is basically every little particle of the armor is based inside his actual cells. And whenever he feels, maybe lose my train of thought. Yeah, so whenever whenever his sense is heightened or he senses danger, that's when, the suit would really, kind of having it like that where, it's just one arm. It kind of looks kind of cool. Kind of like he looks desperate. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, whenever his cells, start to feel like heightened or like a jolt of adrenaline, the suit will come out of his cells. And so basically, let's say that, Thanos was going blow for blow with him, but Thanos was only trying to take out his ankle. If you know me, I got a bad ankle. I got bad ankles, but one is just horrible. Uh, but um, yeah, the suit will come out kind of at will, but kind of like the adrenaline kind of directed the suit to come out when it needed to. So that's that's the cool thing about Extremist that I really like. It's like he always has it with him rather than needing to carry a suitcase or whatever. Hola, sticky notes. Down for some animal jam. Uh, I don't want no jam that tastes like animals. I don't know what you mean, or if you mean like a song. I don't know, but but as far as this suit, I mean, it wasn't too bad. This was the Mark Five, I think. Nah, I think no. Mark Five has the silver in it. I'm not gonna look on the box right now, but yeah, this is the one that after I kind of put it together, this one was kind of easy to put together. It was just the arms. It would really look cool if I kind of took that one off and kind of made it look desperate, where he only has one arm. I think I actually stupid focus. I think I actually might make it do that later. But for the time being, I'm going to leave it just like that and move on to the next one. Well, it actually looks like the moment where he first went Super Saiyan against, what was it, Android 19, I believe. The chubby one. That's where he first, that's when he first went Super Saiyan, and he told, he had to tell everybody, he was like, Goku's not the only one, or he doesn't say Goku, Kakarot's not the only one who could go Super Saiyan and, actually put fear in the dude. They gave his hair a lot of detail. I don't know if I would have gotten the gray one. The gray one still looks good, but I just, I don't think I would have gotten that one. But yeah, this moment was actually beast, because anyone that knows me knows that I will always put Vegeta over Goku because of his hard work and work ethic. And I think he did more than enough for Retribution, as far as the gods and stuff should be able to want to train him and stuff. And I kind of feel like he was shorthanded, especially by people like King Kai, who just didn't choose to teach him Kaioken and stuff like that. Because I honestly feel like if Goku worked as hard as Vegeta, he would obviously still be tip top. But the fact that Vegeta has to work so hard to keep up, and Goku kind of had these sort of something like gods or whatever, or deities teach him. It's kind of an unfair advantage for Vegeta, but at the same time, they have their thoughts. I mean, whatever. I feel the way that I feel about it, and they probably would look at me and say, you ugly and you look dirty and we don't care about your opinion. So, what can I do? But I'm just getting the last piece on there onto the base. And this is him right here. It's kind of, it's the size I kind of expected. I really like the hair, so I wanted to show the hair a bit. I'm definitely going to have to do a video where I show each one of these kind of having their moment of, their moment of having their own little focus and stuff. But this is sort of just kind of taking them out now and finally, putting them out on the shelf. But this isn't my favorite era of Vegeta. I just thought this was like one of the coolest moments, and I was just so happy. Especially, later on when, when he goes Super Vegeta.